Thank you, guys. Before I start, fighters are a very, very special breed of people. So can we give another huge round of applause for our Muay Thai warriors? Okay, so it's great to see so many familiar faces here today. For those of you that are meeting me for the first time, my name is Jed King, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Advanced Gardening Thailand. We are known as AGT. AGT is a professional hydroponic wholesale distribution company based in Bangkok. Our mission is to help cultivators by bringing cutting-edge technology to the Thai medical cannabis market. First, let me tell you our story. Many years ago, I started a barbershop brand in the UK called Skull Fades. This was one of the first UK fade brands, and we were responsible for revolutionizing the UK barbering industry by bringing the latest techniques and equipment from the USA. Now, after building a successful barbering brand, I achieved all my goals, and I couldn't understand why I wasn't happy. I was unfulfilled, so I started to search for the reasons why. At that time, in the UK, homelessness had increased by 105%. At that same time, in my hometown of Manchester, it increased by 900%. And it broke my heart to see so many people, many who I had grown up with, suffering on our streets. So I decided to use our skills to help. We took to the streets, offering free haircuts, food, clothing, support, and advice. We began to make positive videos to spread awareness and encourage others to help. Our first video received 10 million views, and then I set up my foundation. BBC Three featured us in the Amazing Humans series, and that video has currently been viewed over 26 million times on Facebook alone. Here it is. About the volume.
Harsh reality, and no love and no trust. Dry the hair with a towel, give him a head massage, and I'm consciously doing it 1 week and feel better. It's a very, very special group of people. We have Jenny Winstone, who rehomes people for a living. We have a pharmacist. We have Jamie Graham, who's an addiction coach. He's been where these guys are, addiction-wise, and he knows what it takes to come through that, so he can inspire and help these guys.
It costs nothing. I can come here and donate some of my time, because people did it for me. Then I wanted to do it for them. I've never met anybody else with as much compassion as Jed, and what he's doing is amazing.
All right, I do.
Come on!
You buy a mobile, you get £10 credit, and then that's it, we're in contact, aren't we? I've been close to being homeless 4 times in my life. My upbringing was very turbulent, and then I joined the army. When you leave the services, it's a very strange process. So that's where I really struggled to fit back into civilian life. And a lot of these guys that we see on the street have had the exact same problem. Somehow, in our society, homeless people are dehumanised. The people, that's somebody's dad, that's somebody's brother, that's somebody's child. And it's just great to see people's lives change.
So we gathered support from our community. We began educating politicians, associated charities, and schools nationwide. We built an incredible tribe of people who are all committed to help. But most importantly, we built relationships with our homeless community. From the squats to the doorways, under the bridges and archways, they know us and they trust us. And that trust allowed us to guide them to the drug rehabilitation services. It allowed us to guide them to the rehoming agencies. And it allowed us to offer them the opportunity to learn the barbering skills and the personal development skills to thrive in our Skull Fades Foundation community barbershop. We extended our work to the refugee camps of Dunkirk, Calais, and Paris. We did hundreds of haircuts. We delivered van loads of food, clothing, and toys for the kids. And we set up barbers in the camps so they could continue to cut when we left. We raised money through physical activity, mainly running and boxing. My foundation was run by 100% volunteers. With nobody on the payroll, the money went to exactly where it should go. The last boxing event I arranged was at the Hilton Hotel in Manchester, and that was hosted by our city's mayor, Mr. Andy Burnham.
One of his street cuts that you just saw in the video with a team of people, barbers, also women hairdressers there, and they just got to work like Piccadilly Gardens, and I just stood there and watched, and honestly, you just got a flavour of it in the video, but when you really see it right there, it's absolutely amazing. It's one thing to give people your money as you go past, it's a different thing to give people your time, your care, your personal attention. But that's what Jed does, that's what they all do. You know, they talk to people while they're in a chair, they build them up, they make them feel better. And honestly, you could see people, you saw it, the smile started to go back onto people's faces, and when they left the chair, their shoulders just that bit higher, able to take on some of their challenges. That's what Skull Fades do. They're an amazing charity, they're a fantastic organisation, and really, they couldn't be more Manchester. They embody what the whole place is all about. So I just want to thank you for turning out tonight, but I do ask you to dig deep and support them, because they do absolutely brilliant work. They are turning lives around. But we all know the whole place is coming together on this. We were in this hotel just on Thursday with the great Vincent Company and his City fans.
That night, we literally fought homelessness. So I'm sure many of you are thinking, why am I sharing this with you? Well, it's because one day, a man named James Livingstone, known as Jim, walked into my barber shop as I was cutting a client's hair. And as the door opened, the bell rang, and I saw Jim for the very first time. We greeted each other, and Jim explained how he was moved by one of our videos, and he wanted to do something to help. Jim was followed in by his two daughters, who were only small at the time. As a family, they had been up the night before packing brand new rucksacks, sleeping bags, warm kit, thermals and hygiene kits. It was the perfect survival kit for the street. And as Jim's daughters set the rucksacks down, they left the shop. And I thought that was it. But they returned. And they continued to do so until the shop floor was full. I was blown away by Jim's generosity. And I knew the impact that this would have on our homeless friends. Before Jim's visit, we were handing out second-hand sleeping bags, second-hand clothing. And second-hand is okay. But for a human being who is rock bottom, receiving something brand new is very special. So I invited Jim out onto the streets to contribute with us. That was the beginning of a wonderful friendship. We contributed together on the streets of Manchester and in the refugee camps of Dunkirk and Calais. Jim became a solid member of the team, and he was always willing to help. This is a truly compassionate man who is filled with integrity. Jim is the owner of Icon International. Icon International is a 30-year-old hydroponic wholesale distribution company based in Manchester. Icon carry world-leading brands and have done business all over the world. The team have over 100 years of experience, and Jim has built a solid reputation for himself and his company over his 30-year journey. Before the pandemic hit, I was on vacation in Thailand, where I met the woman I'm now proud to call my wife. The pandemic destroyed my charity. And unfortunately, we had to shut everything down apart from our flagship shop, which I'm happy to say is still open today. So of course, I visited Jim to discuss what to do next. As I was complaining to Jim about all of our hard work being lost, Jim said, "Have you ever thought about hydroponics?" And I said, "I don't know anything about it, Jim." And he said, "Well, neither do I." So we laughed and we discussed the possibilities of bringing root pouch to the Thai market. With some careful planning, I flew back to the kingdom, to my quarantine hotel in Bangkok. The 10 days quarantine felt like a month, but it was soon time to be reunited with Mrs. King. And then we got to work. Before we continue, allow me to explain what root pouch is.
Hi, my name is Jed King. I am the Director of Advanced Gardening, and we are the distributors for Root Pouch here in Thailand. So what is Root Pouch? Root Pouch is the world's finest fabric planting container for many reasons. Root Pouch is the choice of professional growers all over the world. Allow me to explain how we take recycled plastic water bottles and create our PETE fibre. We take recycled plastic water bottles that were once FDA approved because they held drinking water. This means they are fit to use for growing human food. We then melt down the recycled plastic water bottle into liquid form. The liquid is then poured into what looks like a shower head. It's then dried and our PETE fibre is born. PETE is 100% plastic water bottle. It's clean, BPA free, UV resistant and safe to use for growing human food. Our PETE material is then mixed with natural fibre to create our root pouch. It is not a requirement in our industry. However, we test our pots to ensure they are 100% safe for growing human food. That's how we take recycled plastic water bottles, produce our pots to create the perfect home for our plants and trees. I'm extremely proud to say that every year we prevent 41 million plastic water bottles from entering landfill sites like this. That's 41 million plastic water bottles that do not end up in our oceans like this. For every root pouch we create, one less petroleum-based single-use plastic pot will end up on our beaches like this. Let's talk about plant health. There is a direct link between root mass and yield. The healthier the roots, the bigger the fruits. Here you can see two types of root systems from the same type of tree. Number one is a bare root grown in a field. Number two is a healthy root system grown in a root pouch. Number two will live longer and produce excellent yields. This is a truly happy root system. We are using 21st century technology. Our breathable fabric has been proven to produce a better, denser, fibrous root structure, resulting in healthy, happy plants and trees with larger yields. Our natural fibre blended fabrics offer thermal protection and moisture control that no other fabric can offer. Root Pouch offers a 6-to-1 shipping ratio. When a single-use petroleum-based plastic pot company ships 25-gallon sized pots, they can fit 200 on a pallet. That's only 4,800 pots per truck. When we ship our 25-gallon sized Root Pouch, we can fit 1,200 pots per pallet. That's 28,800 pots per truck. This is significantly lowering the carbon footprint in our industry across the entire world. Now, meet Jim Averna. Jim, his partners Colleen, Sherry and Ashley, and their amazing team in China, invented the technology to create this wonderful product. Jim makes a comparison we can all relate to. A single-use petroleum-based plastic pot is 1940s technology, just like this old rotary phone. The copies and imitators are like an old flip phone. Still better than a rotary phone, but not as advanced as an iPhone. Root Pouch is the iPhone of fabric planting pots. Our planet has a huge plastic problem. Root Pouch is not simply talking about how to save our planet. They are doing something about it and making a huge impact. We can all make a difference. Root Pouch is better for our plants and better for our planet. Anybody can talk about saving our planet, but humanity needs more people who take action and create practical solutions to combat our environmental issues. If we all work together, we can heal this special planet we all call home. We have one planet and we have one chance to save it. Tomorrow may be too late, so let's work together today. My name is Jed King. Thank you for listening.
My wife and I started with 200 root pouch in our kitchen on Koh Samui. Before long, we were importing by the bale. We donated product for a tree planting ceremony to honour the king, which was hosted by the mayor of Samui. One by one, we began to get root pouch into commercial facilities. I always miss my charity work, so we found some time for free haircuts in the villages. In January 2023, we signed for our Bangkok warehouse in Lat Krabang, and now we import root pouch by the container. Guided by Jim's and Icon's knowledge, experience and values, we've been able to build our inventory. We've been able to form solid partnerships and a large client base. We now carry Athena, Aquamaster Tools, Trollmaster, SV Biotech, Climate Master, Blue Lab, Tiger Coco, and GrowLink. We have exclusive distribution for root pouch for the whole of Southeast Asia. And the root pouch range is 50% cannabis, 50% agriculture, and is used by the largest tree grower in the USA, J. Frank Schmidt. We have exclusive distribution of Aero Mixer. This cutting-edge technology was invented to withstand the corrosive nature of nutrient tanks. This mixing pump also adds oxygen, perfect for our plants. We have exclusive distribution for Nutrifog. This technology is an absolute game changer for pest control.
We all work in a community where we need to be efficient to stay in the game.
You got to take away like a lot of the unnecessary touch points where automation can replace that. And when automation replaces that, just makes your employees and people that you work with more efficient.
When I first saw the NutriFog system and how you can apply a very uniform fog throughout the entire canopy, it was kind of mind-blowing for me. Just you push a button, walk away, and it does it all for you.
Once you turn that on and that fog enters the room, it's done. And you know exactly how much product you're going to use, exactly how much time it is. If you set the time, it got done at that time. It's not like you're guessing if, you know, somebody at your facility actually sprayed on time or hit the whole room.
Have a longer contact time on the plant. The longer contact time that you have of that application, the more efficient and the more effective your spray, or in this case, fogging, will actually occur.
And the team from NutriFog's right there too, with any kind of answers to the questions that we have.
We have an exclusive partnership with Atmosphere Solutions. Atmosphere is a clean air solutions company, and they're responsible for fitting out the Staples Center and the Empire State Building. This unique piece of equipment uses ionizing technology to kill and stop the spread of mold. We have formed a partnership with Lumitech, the #1 lighting brand in the world. This is a family business that is known for doing business with integrity.
A few miles down the road in Kent in England, a small but ambitious company called Lumitech was born. It was a family-based enterprise, fueled by the will to make a change in the world of modern horticulture, and with the strong belief that it had an important part to play. For the last 20 years, we worked hard to bring new life and purpose to every single action we made, inspired to stay ahead of our time and stay focused on giving back to the grower community by truly helping growers grow. Fast forward 20 years, we still are at the core the same energized and steadfast family, but now a much bigger one. Lumitech is now thriving internationally as a respected, reliable, and world-renowned brand, through constant technological advancement, research, and high-end product development. I'm Natalia Gray, CEO of Lumitech, and on behalf of the entire Lumitech team, thank you all for celebrating 20 years together as one big family.
We're extremely proud to have partnered with GrowGlide. This technology is unlike anything we've ever seen, and this video will speak for itself.
We're not shy. We're not shy to push the boundaries. We're not shy to push the innovations. It's constant learning, constant innovating. We're here to break barriers. We're here to break boundaries. We're here to bring value to our clients. The only reason I have a business is because of successful clients.
This space was originally designed for 9 5-foot wide rolling benches. Because I used your track system, I was able to add one more row to the space. That one more row is roughly 120 plants. Profit that 120 plants gives me for the first harvest paid for the cost of that extra table, but from that point on, it's money in the bank. Not only that, your employees are way happier because they got all this space to work with. I could understand it because you are a grower and you designed that stuff as a grower.
From a GrowGlide perspective, we're not just giving them a rack. We're saying, okay, what are your other issues? What are your other problems? How are we going the next step to bring success to our clients and showing them what kind of value we can bring beyond just the product?
We really have airflow customized so it's coming, dual directional or bottom up under canopy, as well as the traditional downwards. When you want to hit a premium outcome, you really have to be intentional with the design. And so starting from scratch, really beneficial for us to be able to start that conversation in the beginning, say, here's what we're planning, how can you help us get there?
Working with the Grow Glide team was great. Going through the engineering models, bouncing ideas, bouncing them back, going through multiple iterations to make sure we got it as close to perfect as we were able to.
We had the OG room where we had 600-watt MHs in here, but it just turned into where we needed a little bit more plants. You know, we weren't growing as big of plants as we wanted to. We wanted to cut the veg time down, so we decided let's double deck. That's how we ended up getting turned on to you. And it was like, you know what? It took us from 1280 at a good max up to 1600. So we really got 25% more space out of it.
We're a two-tiered grow. Everything we wanted and everything we were concerned about, the racking system addressed.
One thing that's really important when you're building a facility like this is to have partners. And I like the fact that Grow Glide put their team together, and even though we were smaller, they treated us like we were bigger. You know, it was important to them, and they worked with us not only with helping us get the racks in here, helping us with the design. That says a lot about Grow Glide.
We have a strategic partnership with Mr. Kohei and the Kazeki Group. Kohei is the founder and CEO of the Kazeki Group. This is the first Japanese plant factory in Thailand, and they offer 5-star design, installation, and construction services. And it is an honor to collaborate with these guys.
Our mission is sustainably making people healthy. We provide Japan quality medical cannabis to all over the world. It is safe, potent, and delicious, created by plant factory technology to achieve our mission.
植物に最適な環境を作ることができる植物工場は、医薬品グレードの高品質なカンナビスを育てるためのベストなソリューションです。
We are growing best quality cannabis with my over 20 years experience and knowledge, combining with plant factory technology.
We are implementing strict quality control based on data-driven agriculture and promote breeding optimized for indoor farming.
Not ไม่เพียงแค่คุณภาพนะคะแล้วก็การตรวจสอบกระบวนการเพาะปลูกย้อนกลับนะคะเราได้รับใบอนุญาตต่างๆนะคะตั้งแต่ใบอนุญาตเรื่องการขายนะคะการนำเข้าเมล็ดพันธุ์แล้วก็การส่งออกนะคะเราได้ปฏิบัติตามกฎหมายนะคะนี่คือคำว่า Pan Factory ค่ะ
Our first strategic partnership was formed with my closest friend here in Thailand, Mr. Jordan Herring, founder and CEO of Hidden Valley Genetics. This man is right up there with Jim. Jordan, Alan, and their team are true professionals, and we refer every single one of our clients to these guys because I know they will be dealt with professionally, given a 5-star service, and of course, beautiful, stable genetics. We are always on the lookout for exciting new products to help elevate the Thai medical cannabis industry. However, products must be registered for us to take them on. We work hard to ensure that our clients are protected by only distributing fully registered products. Kundik, our amazing GM, works directly with the TISI department and customs to ensure that we operate within the parameters of Thai law. It's very important to us that our clients succeed, and we do everything in our power to help them create a profitable grow operation. We have seen up to $6 million investments fail because of poor, untested equipment, poor genetics, and a lack of knowledge and experience. And we don't like to see any operation fail, especially when those investors are taken advantage of by the false prophets in our industry. So in an attempt to guide them, we developed a simple framework for a profitable grow operation. Many investors do not know about our industry. So we advise that they know their team, meaning know their characters and their capabilities. Are they capable of running a commercial grow operation, or have they grown under 4 lights in a basement somewhere? The self-proclaimed master grower with limited experience is the enemy to your investment. So know your team and set up accordingly. Legalities. We advise that you obtain every license, work permit and certification to operate within the parameters of Thai law. And we recommend Just Law, based in Bangkok. Julian looks after my company and many of our clients, and so far he has guided us perfectly. Next, construction. Many fall at this hurdle. We recommend that you get a professional, competent construction company who can build your facility to at least Thai GACP standards. And this is what Kohei and the Kazeki Group do best. Equipment. Once your construction is finished, it's time for fully registered, tried and tested equipment from a trusted supplier. No excuses. And of course, genetics. As Mr. Jordan Herring will tell you, everything starts here. You can get all of the above correct and still fail with bad genetics. Your genetics must be clean, they must be disease-free, they must be bug-free, and they must be stable. And this is a space that Hidden Valley Genetics have mastered. This simple framework is designed to give investors a good chance of setting up a profitable grow operation, giving them a return on investment, and a project that has longevity. Thailand is such an amazing country. And Thailand has given us so many amazing opportunities and experiences. Thailand has given many of us a life we could only have dreamed of. And Thailand has given us family and friends for life. So it's only right that we give back to Thailand. Jim and I planned from the beginning of this journey that we would give back just like we did in the UK. And that's why, with support from our partners, we have set up the Medcann Foundation. Now, running a successful business is great. However, success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. We all know people who are super wealthy and miserable. Success and fulfillment are not the same. Contribution to other human beings is why we're all here. And it is a direct pathway to fulfillment and true happiness. With the support of our industry, we'll provide education, scholarships, we'll help orphanages, schools, and sanctuaries. And if we all pull in the same direction, the impact we can have is limitless. Please invite some of our partners to the stage.
Hi everyone, I'm not a professional speaker like Jed, so I hope you don't mind. I've written down what I wanted to say. Thank you so much, Jed, for such a warm and amazing introduction to Lumitech. Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Natalia Gray, CEO of Lumitech Lighting. Thank you so much for coming out today to join us in celebrating this amazing opportunity. Not just to forge partnerships with people I admire, but with people who share a common dream. For most of the last decade, I have been involved in not just funding, but in hands-on work with charitable projects across Europe. And when I saw the opportunity to do more here and to be a part of the sustainable, bright future of Thailand, I leapt at the chance. In Lumitech's 2 decades of success, we believe we have learned through experience what makes a good partner: integrity, transparency, and trust. All these are vital to an environment where shared goals and dreams can flourish, and therefore vital to us. Our goal has always lain in helping growers grow, but increasingly this has meant more than just the physical. Being tied deeply to the industry and the community has given us a place of privilege, a platform from which we can educate and encourage, and has always been our goal to do this on a greater scale. With this new foundation, we can provide not just for those that need it now, but for future generations, and leave a lasting legacy that enriches the lives of everything we touch. And we believe that my old friends Jed and Jordan and my new friends Sam and Kohi are passionate and driven enough to go there with us.
Thank you. My name's Sam. Every time I hear Jed's story, I find it very inspiring. I'm relatively new to the industry. My background is atmosphere, so our business is air purification. In the past, my focus in Asia has been focusing on air quality inside buildings for people. But in the last year, I've learned how important clean air is for plants. So we've discovered through several installations how much our systems are able to reduce mold indoors. And it's been really exciting to work with Jed and work with Jordan. You know, Jed wanted me to talk about partnerships, and I think one of the things that was most compelling when we started our partnership with Jed here in Thailand is that when we were talking to him about cooperation, he very seldom talked about the most important element being the potential for making money, the opportunity that this represented financially. He mentioned a lot and talked a lot about the opportunity here to improve the way growers grow, improve the way operations are done, make things more efficient, really bring the industry into the future with better equipment and better services and more science and more technology behind it. And that has been extremely appealing to me. And one of the reasons I was really excited about partnering with Jed for pushing our product out into the market in Thailand. So to that end, you know, I also think that values in terms of what we share as partners, the most important thing is that we share similar values. And I've been very excited and impressed with him in that respect. I'm also very excited about the foundation. I think for me, like Jed mentioned, just financial stability, income is not particularly fulfilling. And it's always great when you find ways and there's opportunities like the foundation to be a part of something bigger and to impact lives beyond, you know, just your pocketbook. So anyways, thank you, Jed, for the opportunity. Thanks, Medcann, for the opportunity to speak here.
My name is Kohei Yamada, the first Japanese vertically integrated medical cannabis company, Kisek Group. And first of all, I'd like to say thank you very much, Jed. Jordan invites me to such a great event. And Jackie, thank you very much for organizing a great event. Also, I'd like to say thank you to the Kingdom of Thailand. Give us such a great, exciting opportunity, you know, the medical cannabis. And we are actually our best indoor farming team from Japan, led led by Professor Kozai, is the authority of the indoor farming. We call it plant factory technology. And this is the very beginning of the medical cannabis industry in Thailand. As you know, the Thailand environment, weather is totally different from the United Kingdom, California, Europe. It's so humid. So, how much you have a great growers, how much you have a great equipment from the advanced gardening, how much you have a great genetics provided from the hidden valleys, you need to have a proper buildings. You need to have a proper standard of operations. We have been, in Japan, we have quite advanced in the indoor farming technology. We have been involved growing lettuce, leafy vegetables for 20 years. We apply such a know-how, the experience, especially the buildings, the standard of operations. I believe that we can contribute our experience, construction know-how, service to medical cannabis industry to achieve, to meet a real medical standard. Thank you very much.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jordan Herring. Nice to have all of you today. Thanks for bringing us up, Jed. Jed King is an incredible professional, my favorite person to do business with here in Thailand. A man that walks with integrity, a man that if he says he's going to do something, he does it, which a lot of times in this industry is very hard to find. My man here on the right, Kohei, just incredible with everything from not just business, not just the way that they've built and constructed their facility and others, but just a good human being in of himself. Getting to spend some time with him in Germany was a pleasure last week. Moving down to Sam, Atmosphere, these guys, you'll see a bit in my presentation about them as well, really changed the air quality and the length of my clones being able to stay viable inside of the clone room. When I came into the room before I put the Atmosphere in, a small pond smell, guys, and if you guys have a nursery, you'll smell that from time to time. I put that in there and I haven't smelled it again. I mean, just that alone, not to mention all the R&D we've been doing with you guys and seeing the changes, it's just been incredible. And down the end, dealing with Natalie from Lumitech, just an incredible company. We've gotten to do side-by-sides with their lights versus other lights. Incredible results. Just an incredible company that's been around for 20 years. Since I was a young man, I even knew who they were. So just having this solid group of people here to stand by and to know that, we're not alone. We can lean on each other. I specialize in this. He specializes in that. He specializes in that. She specializes in something else. And just to be able to put this group together has been really amazing. We're a lot stronger together than we are apart. And now starting with this foundation, it's a big thing for me because Thailand has given me so much. I used to live here prior to coming here for cannabis, and Thailand gave me something I could never repay. But being able to be here and to bring cannabis and to bring the knowledge and education has just been a complete honor for me. And so I love Thailand, and also thank you, Jackie, for putting this thing on today. Been very good event, very good event. So yeah, thanks, Jed. Take it away.
Okay, guys, thank all of you. And yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you all. If anybody here wants to know more about our charity, wants to know more about anything to do with advanced gardening, then please visit our booth. Charity is something that I'm very, very passionate about. And I invite you all to join us in this journey of compassion, kindness, fulfillment, and contribution. Konjaki, thanks so much for an amazing event. And all the organisers, thank you so much. My name is Jed King. Thank you so much for listening. Khab Khun Krab.
All right, thank you very much to Mr. Ken King, CEO of Advanced Gardening.